Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show as we see the nasty dumpage on the day. Shout out to everyone for coming on in, though, despite what's cracking. And, you know, we went through the bearish of times, the bullish of times, and we've done it all here. And we'll do it all continuously throughout. Bitcoin at 45,200, falling out of the bear pennant. So that's a bear pennant. The only thing is we're extremely oversold. What they like to do is they like to make people think it's doom and doom when we're getting very, very close. This is extreme. This is still a little bit of bullish divvy here. Starting to get negated. I have to be honest. Even still bullish divergence because that is very sharp and that isn't. I don't get scared at these times. It's usually when I decide to long. Beautiful long at 45.1, really. I mean, how much lower can it go on the 15-minute and the 1 hour? Extremely extended. Extremely extended. Right? What I don't like, I mean, we have the wick, so you can't say it's a lower low, but the candle closed there. It is now a candle closing on a lower low. Unless we get a wick back up, I'm not happy with what I see. Also, I kept saying over and over again that this is a bullish, a bear pennant. And bear pennants want to break to the downside. Highly likely this breaks to the downside. I mean, over and over and over and over again. But we are oversold on the 1 hour. We are pushing on the 4 hour, still bearish. We've been bearish ever since this cross right there. Bam, and then a cross right here, and bam. So the 4 hour, it got bullish and was not able to get even close to the previous high. So this looks like it's definitely going for my target here at 40K, 40,200, and then possibly down to 37,000. So all eyes on BTC, right? As it's about to go to 44K. We're about to see the 44 numbers, if you can believe it. Massive dumpage on BTC. Massive dumpage. 7-minute oversold, 15-minute oversold, 30-minute oversold, 1 hour oversold, the 2 hour getting there, the 4 hour not there yet, the daily oversold as well. You see what I'm saying? Kind of telling you that it's kind of like, you know, we're finding a bottom here. We're finding a fun little bottom. And honestly, look, previous high right there, 42,408, we might just have to, we wick to it, but we might just have to kind of hang around in this area. And that's basically the measured move. The measured move to me is 37.5, and I've been saying it for literally, I don't know, 5 weeks. It feels like 37.5, 37.5 every single day on the show, just because this is a rising wedge. And I have to point out that once we were here, I said here's the measured move. Then we were here, I said here's the measured move. Then I said here, there's the measured move. The measured move doesn't change because it's always the beginning of the rising wedge. That's 37,500, 37,300 even, if you have to be direct. But extremely oversold here on the daily time frame, right? The weekly getting a bearish cross. Last time we did that, we kind of stayed up here and there was more momentum. But you can see right when the weekly crossed, right around this time, nasty weekly candle. And that's a bearish engulfing candle for sure. And, you know, that could tell us that we're going into a bear market. I'm being honest with each and every one of you guys. There's a probability that we go into a bear market. I'm just saying. And I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm just saying there's a probability, all right? It could happen. There's a chance. There's a chance, all right? So you just want to take that into account and be careful, all right? And be careful. That's all. That's all. And that's why you take profits here, you take some profits here, you take some profits there. You always scale out when you get the chance, all right? Let's take a look at the daily time frame. What do I see happening? Well, the moving averages got very close. And we do have a daily golden cross here with the red line, which is my 50-day moving average, crossing the 200-day moving average, okay? Which is a bullish sign in the bigger time frame, right? One could say, okay, and this is when I like to erase all my old work, and I start fresh again. I go to the weekly, and I look for weekly support and resistance right off the bat. Starting right here at the floor at 19,000, right? And to this new floor here at about 28,700. And then you start finding some candle closings that were significant, that seem to be playing a role. And we're right here too, where these candles closed. And right there as well, okay? I think it's going from here now up for sure. It'd be nice if you wrote in English, man, and then I could actually read it. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 114 people, 46 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? Especially always showing up on these red days, no matter what, every single time. And guys, the red days is what makes you. You nibble on these days. This is like the smart for me personally, and again, this is not financial advice, and nothing I do here is financial advice, and I never advertise the idea that I will go over your portfolio ever for any reason. All I'll do is talk about coins if you want to talk about coins, and I'll tutor you. I'll give you educational tutoring on technical analysis. That's all I offer here. That's all I do. Nothing else. You will get nothing else from me. So don't bark up the tree. Okay, so 39K coming. Good morning, all. Do you believe in manipulation? There hasn't been a bounce since the drop. Phantom almost hit $2. That was insane. Yep. Daily also heavily oversold. Rose killing the oversold. Yep. It's good so we can buy more. ADA is a bye-bye. Cardano hard fork. I think it's going from here, not up. I don't know. This is just manipulation. We're going up again soon. Brandor Jovanson. Let's get it, gang. Shout out to Stack McChange. I reach late. Island Boy. Y'all better grab a notepad. Lifer showing charts like they flowing from his gonad. Shout out to Jaden Williams. Appreciate you, man. Every time it goes down, I just wonder what I can get on the dip. LOL gonads. Coins getting taken off exchanges in big numbers again. It's manipulation. What about Mackie? Crypto is life. Boom. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to go through the gambit. Bitcoin just took a nice bounce. Let's take a look at what's happening. So, remember when we started the session, I'm looking at BTC and I'm like, I would long. Why? Why? Because I always long stochastics when they're spent like that, you know? And actually, let's take a look at the 15-minute now. Swing down to swing down here. And swing here is more of a flat line. That is bullish divergence. Tells me that the trend should continue to the upside, specifically when we have extremely low stochastics. So 45K holding is great. Here's a low. That's a higher low as far as I'm concerned. You know, it's as crazy as it is. Uptrend, right? You know, we need to break this. So now all eyes on this area. We are bearish until we break 47,300, in my humble opinion. You know, and then we'll talk about the next levels that we need to break, like 53K and all that. But this is what we see, you know, and we're still waiting on the inverted Bart Simpson, which I've seen it happen, and it's setting up for an inverted Bart. You can see this is looking for a Bart. A nasty Bart is about to fall if you were flipped it upside down, you know. We also do say, you know, it could be a bullish pattern that breaks to the upside. Understood. And I'm open-minded to kind of play with both ideas. And that's why I don't trap myself. I'm always open-minded to play with the idea that I could be right or could be wrong, depending. Talked about this idea that this is kind of a cup and handle here. Not perfect, slightly. There's your handle, sharp handle. Looks like we could break up out of this, kind of dabble, 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 and break up out of this. Extremely oversold on the 1 hour and the 15-minute. They're going to have to reverse. I mean, you know. So for me personally, I long whenever the 15 minutes, you know, like I'm a bot. The bot just does what the bot's supposed to do. I would long this right here. That's it. Again, none of this is financial advice, and I don't do anything I do in this channel. I think Bitcoin retest 42K, then bounce. Who else is in the red with me today? LOL. What's up, fam? ADA is bouncing off an old 618 fib line. I kept on my chart. Still plenty ADA believers. I think BTC retest 42K, then bounce. Did you help save someone today? You can help save one today by hitting the like button. Do it. Everyone is in the red, man. The market isn't for everyone. Always keep you on your toes. Hold strong. Shout out to Buck Nasty. We have to remember 2 weeks ago we were at 36K, 33K, right? We got to break it down to like what was going on, right? Like, let's see where this is the 15-minute, but like today is what? September 8th, September 10th, August 15th. Bitcoin sitting at 43,000, right? August 8th, a month ago, Bitcoin sitting at 42K. So, like, you know, we're slowly digging our way out of we were in a nasty hole down here. A nasty hole. And, like, just August 5th, we were sitting at 37,000, right? So, we have to put all these things into perspective. Time moves so fast in crypto, we forget. Took profits when I woke up. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. Can analyze GRT and Wink. Good morning. Can we look into XYO today? Yeah, that's interesting. We were looking at it last night. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. As Bitcoin bounced off 45K beautifully. Did it get to a 44.8? I hope it did. It always usually does. Let's see here. No, 45,030 never got to the 44s. And it's bouncing here off the bottom of this channel. Highly likely at least breaks up to the top of the channel. Whenever you're inside a channel, I believe Bitcoin will do the up, down, up, down, up, down. And it will stay in the channel until it does not, right? And then can it break out? Only time will tell, but we'll be watching for BTC. And this is what we're looking for now. Slight cup and handle. Not perfect, but you can almost cup and handle this. Kind of widen it out here. So it's a bit of a cup and handle, possibly. Possibly a bit of a slight double bottom as well here. Bitcoin loves to double bottom. The market makers love to break down structure, and push it up. But we shall see. You know, we shall see. We shall see. This is one idea. Hello, man. Can you please take a look at GNO? Is that count as an inverted head and shoulders on the hourly? Shout out to Amir Ravav. We'll take a look at that. Thank you for asking. We'll take a look at the technical analysis for you. Appreciate you for coming into the live stream. Thank you for being here. I am not a financial advisor, nor do I want to be one. I'm not an investment advisor as well. 203A11. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Okay, BTC. All right. Okay, you see, look at Bitcoin, though. Possible, very possible, this is the idea as well. So here's one idea. Does Bitcoin get all the way back down to 44,200 and bounce and create a inverted cup and handle? A cup and handle, right? Want education on crypto? Listen to this man. He's not a financial advisor, just an awesome teacher. This is all entertainment. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. So look at this. We could also consider the idea that it was in a falling wedge and it fell out. Like, it's out. And falling wedges break down very rarely, but when they do, they go down nasty, like parabolic. Kind of like a falling wedge that breaks to the upside, right? So now, look at this. Measured move goes to here. So I'm just painting a picture of possibilities here, but, right? So now that's what I'm seeing too, right? Because when falling wedges fall down, they fall down nasty. And there's your 37.8, 37. They're not like, I don't know, man. It seems like 37,500 has been the calling, and I've been going over it over and over again. Not guaranteed, right? And then you're like, oh, but you said, but you would long. I would long right now based off the stochastic, right? But I am showing you. I'm just showing you the technical analysis. This is what the TA is suggesting is possible. If you flip this upside down, you would totally agree. Rising wedge breaks up parabolic. But 68% of the time, a rising wedge breaks to the downside, right? 68% of the time, a rising wedge breaks to the downside. So 68% of the time, a falling wedge breaks to the upside. The only thing is we broke it. Like, unless you want to widen this out, in my opinion, we broke the wedge. Like, and I'll look at it on an even smaller time frame just to verify these ideas. But yeah, that's a nasty fallout. And you could get what's called a bearish retest of this line. And that could spell, so if we get a reversal, a little more dippage and then a reversal, and we don't get back in here, I mean, look for a massive dump for BTC. Okay? A massive dump back down, and we'll watch the levels first. We'll have to 42,008. But then my, 37,700, 37,005 is coming, right? I'm in Boston now, Rodney. Headed to Southeast Asia in a couple months, though. Dope, man. Dope. Morning, y'all. What's up? What's awesome? What awesome place are you waking up to today? XRP. I want to be like you when I grow up, man. That's awesome, right? Crypto is life. Ganpati Papa Moria. Thank you. Appreciate you too, man. AXS wedge broke towards the upside, and it went parabolic. See, there you go. And we'll take a look at that, and I appreciate you bringing that up. Suno Gumpara Bapta Mori. Funny. I love your live shows. I found your channel last week, and I've enjoyed your enthusiasm and knowledge every time I watch. Cheers from Canada. Shout out to Cortland Garrett. Appreciate you for being here, man. Island Boy 242. Get that dry pot already. Not the most awesome news around, but goodbyes are possible. XRP Musa. Okay, so yeah, I mean, these are just the ideas that are, we're just laying it out. I'm simply just the messenger of the technical analysis. That's it. That's it. Okay. We're going to spend some time here back to brass tacks here for BTC. Some say we're forming a large cup and handle. Yes. This was the bearish divergence playing out. Okay. Over time, eventually, it was going to drop. And we've talked about this being in a rising wedge for a long time. However, Bitcoin was performing very bullishly despite the wedge. It just kept seeming to form very bullish signs. Now, we could open this up, try to channel this big. I feel like that's wishful thinking. It also isn't how I trade. I like to find closer, tighter angles. And so this is what we're seeing here. I mean, this is the sad news for BTC. Right? And it's a very ugly pattern as well. And it's a bearish engulfing candle. It's very bearish. Very bearish. I also don't like seeing this weekly getting a bearish cross right here. I mean, that could spell a lot of downside, right? So, you know, or do they fake everybody out for downside action, get everyone to sell out, bounce up off this 37.5 area, 42K area, and then is it business as usual? You know, and the weekly kind of goes like that, and you know. So they got us in a funky position today, I'll tell you that, because I'm pretty spot on, and when they even got me kind of like, then that's when you know. That's when you know. Like most days I can whip it up and just when I can't whip it up, it means something's going down. It means something's hot. It's not right. And I mean, I guess I can still whip it up because we've been pretty spot on about the rising wedge, and we've been pretty spot on about the bearishness, right? We needed an inverted head and shoulder, negated. Nothing here, really. No market structure looking good to me. Only thing saving us right here is the 1 hour and the 15-minute are extremely oversold. I've seen them pin before, but they are oversold, and we did get a bounce off 40,000, like 45,060, 45,040 area. Master Chief, Sammy Cup and Hattie. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. I think I'm going to be in Japan for January. What's the best ski mountain there? At Japan Trader. Glad to have you here. I'm in Florida. Japan Trader, greetings from Osaka. Today is Indian Festival of the Lord Ganpati. Dope, man. Respect to Ganpati, man. Appreciate you, bro. Quant moving again. We'll take a look at Quant. That was the call last night. So we finally at least pulled out some magic out the hat. Last night, I looked at 5 or 6 coins that were promising. Pulled Quant out the hat. And honestly, BTC could have a nice pump right here off of the bottom channel. And there's bullish divergence. So bullish divergence. Low stochastics. So right now, at least for today, it looks like we'll get a little bit of a pump. A little bit of a relief rally for now. At least to the top of the channel, can BTC get back to 46,200. If we break out of this, I would be absolutely ecstatic. But we'll see. So there's our idea for BTC. We don't have to spend much more time on it. Looking bearish. 37.5 has been my target for a long time. And we'll take a look at BTC down now. This is the offset play when trading against BTC Bitcoin. And so far, look, gave the call of this cup and handle to open around 0.19, and this thing's at about 20, doing damage. So had you taken the call, this is up about 10%. At the most, it was up 11%. And as Bitcoin struggles, we'll see this go sideways. And this is another thing. If this stays in a bull pennant, so we're going to track this right like we do the other ones, and we're going to put an alerts down here on the 1 hour. If this stays in a bit of a bull pennant and stays bullish, then it's likely, highly likely, that Bitcoin is bearish. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to watch these two things and juxtapose them against each other. And this is also going to give us an indication. And then if things go well for this, we can play it. And then we can offset any loss by using, what I do personally. I offset my loss by shorting BTC. Okay? People join the Patreon for the most education on cryptocurrency. So we make money no matter what. When the market goes up, when the market goes down. And there's all sorts of down tokens. LINKDOWN might be a nice one. You look at all different types. Look, this is double bottoming here, forming an inverted head and shoulder. Because if BTC decides to do what it does, then it's going to go down, right? And so when you see a lot of the down tokens in bullish, the charts are bullish, you're seeing like this is very bullish, right? It says LINKDOWN wants to break to the upside. Measured move from the neckline to the head, and we could see LINKDOWN up here. All right, so this is just something to think about on the day, And so don't worry, don't stress. There's always money to be made. Just make sure that you're on the sidelines, you got some capital hanging out. Right? Master Chief Sammy Cubbenheady, Quant moving. We're going to take a look at Quant. I can't wait. XPR too, our baby XPR. We're going to take a look at a bunch of things we've been into. The Lifers have been doing a really good job. Love the conversation in the trading room. Love the conversation in the 99 room. A lot of intelligent, smart interpretations of the market. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming. More buying opportunities, guys. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were waiting for the lows, but this could be a nice pump to the upside here for LINKDOWN. LINKDOWN. So just showing you, and look, we do have the 1 hour has to retreat. So again, we'll see how the next 8 hours play out. Bitcoin could pump again and get us right out of it back to 47K. You never know. You never know. Let's take a look at my baby Quant. We've been trading in and out of Quant since about 150. Let's take it Quant. Doing damage. Had already pumped up pretty nicely all the way to 390 from 343. I was looking at Quant at 308. By this point, the stop can be swung to break even. It's an easy trade. Let it ride. Or, defend thy purse a little bit. And but definitely, I always shave my stop. Okay? This is a risk-reward ratio tool. All we're using it is for the risk-reward ratio, 8.275. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't do anything I do in this channel. None of this is financial advice. All I am is doing this for entertainment purposes only, okay? If you'd like education and you'd like to see, this is educational, though. You can learn from this, but I'm not a financial advisor. Just want to make that very clear. And I don't want to advise you on your portfolio for any reason. And I don't charge people for it, and that's not my business. My business is of technical analysis and education. That's it. I'm loading on BTC now. Crypto Cash. Bought more MTV this morning. Heard Nagano was amazing. Thanks, Japan Trader. Mr. Smurfington with the odds. 37,000 is entertaining. Master Chief Sammy Cubbenheady. How high do you think they will rebound? The rebound will be? I don't know. No idea. Raby Bot, Funny Gamer. Gunpotty. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Nothing better than Niseko in Japan. See, they got you, brother. Thanks for bringing the quality TA, one of the best I've seen on YouTube. IslandBoy242, thank you so much. Not financial advice, educational and entertainment purposes only. So Quant, all right, doing its thing. We'll take a look at Quant on the 7-minute. I want to see what I see in market structure. Are we doing a bit of a move here? And what I see for Quant is pretty bullish because this is a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. And you can see that Quant really wants to break to the upside. And look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Quant. Extremely low in the 7-minute. Can we get what looks like a bullish retest? Trying to get to the top of the trend line, but it just can't because there's moving averages blocking it to the upside. We take a look at the 1 hour, and we're getting there. A little bit of a bearish sign there as we're pointing to the downside. Maybe need a reset, and that's why I want to look at the 7-minute. Can we get a bounce? Can we get a bounce? And that means maybe the 1 hour would curl for us and flip back to the upside. Starting to realize that sometimes smaller time frames will tell what the bigger time frame will do because once the smaller time frame reverses first, right? I heard people talking about a 30K BTC. You never know. Hope you're good, Sam. What's good, Liver? Shout out to Craig Charles. Quant will go to 5K sooner than we thought. Mark my words. Shout out to Classy Clendone. Thank you so much for all the awesome hard work doing the timestamps. You're the man. So look at Quant on the 4 hour. Idea is, you see this when it bottoms, you start to accumulate. And when you can make a bowl, you accumulate the bowl. So specifically, always be trying to make a bowl, form a bowl. And there's your bowl right there. And with low stochastics and a bowl. And boom, Quant at 300, right? 295 even possible. Come on, 19K BTC, right? So Rodney can get his Bitcoin. Why is there a dump on Bitcoin right now? Algo, we'll take a look at Algo too. All the USDT pairs, 90% of them are going to follow BTC. So we're getting spent on Quant on the 4 hour, but we're not done yet. There could be a little more momentum, double top up here for sure. And Quant could break this all-time high here. I believe that it is its all-time high, if I'm not mistaken. So Quant, all eyes on Quant. Very low supply, 12 million Quants. That's why. And there's talks of it going down to 7 million in September or later on. As there's a quant expert in the room, let me know if you know more about quant than I do. Let's search quant here on Twitter. Let's see what they got going for them. CryptoQuant.com. Is that them? Actionable on-chain data alerts for investors. No, it's not. That's CryptoQuant. I got to go to CoinMarketCap and all that. Anyway, quant, holding 345. Let's take a look at my other sweet pie, KP3R. Jumping on into this, and it did some serious damage getting down in here on the low, right, at about 289, and then, adding at about 3 and 385. This thing erupted, KP3R. And it's holding its levels very, very well at 433. The only thing is it's overbought on the 4 hour, but it's getting oversold here on the 1 hour like it wants to kind of do something. It's flagging a bit here too as well. KP3R, made by Andre Conje, the creator of YFI, genius in the game, has created more instruments and tools in DeFi than almost anybody else. He may be the godfather of DeFi, Andre Conje. All right. He created KP3R, and I believe it has a great place. We went over it yesterday, how unique it is, how beautiful it is. Has a great place in the space as well. So watch out. KP3R looking pretty bullish despite the rest of the market today. Anything is possible. It does have a bearish cross here on the MACD. Is forming to the downside, and it is high risk right now to trade at all. I'm just holding quant, not trading it. Smart move. Praying for a BTC recovery. Praying doesn't get you there, my friend. I pray all the time, but when you're trading, you got to trade your way out of everything. Stop losses. Tell yourself when to get in and get out. Do what you got to do. Praying is not the best scenario when you're trying to get in and out of a trade. I mean, I pray before my trades, and I pray that everything will go well, so I don't want to say that, and I pray every day. And praying is a beautiful thing, and I do push prayer. I think prayer is awesome. And look at the highest thing on my whole list high today is KP3R, still holding a 27% gain, because last night it went all the way up to 561. Unbelievable. ATUSC Tokens works on renewable energy. They have an international conference soon. Do you know this token? I bought some, but do you recommend becoming a whale in this coin? I don't recommend you doing anything with your money. It's none of my business. So don't ask me what to do with your money. Hello from Greece. But thank you for asking me a question and jumping on into the chat. I really appreciate that. But I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. Praying for a V-Chain. What's up, Pakistan? Welcome. XRP, I hopped out of quant with only 10% gains this morning, and then it popped. So funny. Damn, it was on my main YouTube account. Hello. Damn, it was on my main YouTube account. I don't know what he means. I see BTC drop to 43K, double bottom, and then boom. Lifer will not tell you what to do with your money ever. This is all just entertainment. Restara. X-Restara. Sheep thoughts. We'll take a look at Sheep for sure. And XYO for Sarah Chang. Okay, so let's move back to BTC. What's going on? But I just wanted to see Luna. Luna getting a bit of a pump, but coming right back down for a bullish retest possibly here at the top of the trend line. That could be a beautiful retest for Luna to continue to the upside. Anything below 30 to me was a steal for Luna. Okay, NNMR up 12%, getting a little bit of a pop, but giving it all back in the last 3 hours with this Bitcoin dip. ICX also went a little bit bananas last night, going all the way from about 147 to about 228. Huge move. We were talking about cousin AVAX all the time. Baby AVAX, a little bit of a shoulder, head and shoulder forming there. Can it break out of this pattern and move to the upside? We take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour was oversold, got a bit of a pop, but maybe it comes right back down to the bottom of the pattern as we're oversold again. Hex at 48. Hex just won't stop. BTC RSI for the monthly. Bullish. Please and thank you. Shout out to the Tokyo Sexwell. Hex just continues to the upside, going absolute parabolic. When will Hex have its blow off top? You never know, but that is insane. TA says we got to come down to some reasonable place at one point. Does Hex come back down to 32? We shall see, but amazing to see it all the way. About to crack 50 right now in our face. The most bullish coin of the day is Hex. Lifer, how many days do you use in your short and long MAs to analyze golden and death crosses on the daily? I don't know. That's a weird question. I just watch what happens and kind of check it. I don't know. I noticed it looks good on the 4 hour. It's going to look even better on these lesser time frames. Not all the time, but majority. I have several YouTube accounts. I said hi to the lifers on the wrongs one. What are you watching? Last stop of this dump, BTC. As Hex is about to just, wow, Hex is tearing it up. And I have to go to a smaller time frame to track what Hex is doing. And wow, I mean, you can see this right here. A clear inverted head and shoulder. Right? Like, you can see that. It's clear as day. Okay, so moving up and booming up. Hex going to 51. Says this inverted head and shoulder, right? And then from there, it might come back down and test the neckline. I see that all the time. Secret network for ETH, kind of pumped and dumb. PERL BTC forming a bit of a bullish move here. Getting bullish here with a bit of a, you know, still forming a slightly bullish pennant. See? Flag, wedge. PERL BTC. Okay. Bit of a giant cup and handle beginning to form. PROPY BTC. As I told you, look, this is bullish, man. It's continuing to go sideways while the rest of the market is dumping. PROPY holding itself very, very nicely against Bitcoin. Watch PROPY BTC. This is like one of the most bullish things we could have found in the whole market right now. It really is. Hasn't really budged at all. You can clearly see that. I'm not, you know. That's what I love about my TA2 is like, I'm not blowing any smoke up, you know what, like, you can see what's going on. Like, if you watch the channel enough, you'll learn enough TA just to be able to see what I'm talking about every day. You're like, oh yeah, that's, you know. So PROPY BTC, man, and it's got legs. It's got legs. 60%. PROPY BTC looks pretty nice to me. GVT BTC gave it back up. Iris was doing well. Cody was doing all right. Nimic, Pearl, little bit of movement in these coins, not much. YFI down, looking nice. All right. And everything looking kind of slipping here. Even Algo back below $2, right? Holding the 45K region, though, like we thought with the bullish divergence and the flip up on the 15-minute and the 1 hour getting extremely oversold. We got to get a break to the upside here. Highly likely we get a break. How big of the break is the question. All right? That's what we all want to know. Algo going to $5. I don't see BTC dropping below 43K. Too much buy pressure down there. Is Holochain fundamentally and technically worth anyone's entertainment interest? Trying to win a bet with someone. I don't know, man. I have no idea. FTT boss. So there you have it. Bitcoin for the monthly RSI bullish, please. Thank you. Tokyo Sex Whale. We take a look at Bitcoin on the monthly. And let's look at like a better chart. Like Coinbase. I mean, we're getting a bit of a move here, which is possibly a flip. We got the flip there, and that was bullish. Yeah, it says like the monthly could get extended. Make a nice run to the upside here. So, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's not a lot of data. Let's look at the BLX. RSI down, up and down again. MACD's a little extended. MACD kind of telling us we may have some bearish times here too. You know, I started looking at this the other day, and I suggested this idea. Are we going to make a giant pennant on the monthly and break up to 98K, but it's going to take a lot longer than people think. And that's possible. That's possible. Something to think about. And that says we could also revisit 32K like a couple times. Go from 32K up to 48K, back to 32K. You know, there could be insane volatility here. I'm not saying this is guaranteed. I'm just, you know, I work so many little brainstorming ideas out, and I went over this in a tutoring session yesterday, and I figured I'd just share it with you guys, just an idea that I'm looking at, a possibility for BTC. You know, it would be sad, but, you know, overall, it is bullish in the long run, but it would wreck a lot of people on the way. That is what it is. A vicious market. EGLD holding 200, one of the most bullish coins in the game. Let's take a look at what's going on with EGLD right now, shall we? Well, it recovered fast, you know, And to me, it's in a bit of a flag, or I don't know, bullish rectangle possibly. And seems to be holding this consolidative level and getting oversold on the 1 hour. EGLD, man, golden cross on the 1 hour as well, with the 50-day crossing the 200. Could be a bit of a side sloppy, what's called a side sloppy cup and handle. EGLD, all right, going up to $305. Says this little move here, not even that big of a move. Oversold on the 1 hour. 4 hour, not so much. Tells me we need to go sideways, or we could get a flip up just to get some momentum, but we might have to revisit some support and resistance lines. Let's take a look at the daily. The high for this was 244. So we're approaching all-time highs for EGLD. So this coin's showing signs of bullishness despite the rest of the market. This is one of my favorite holdings. It's one of my bigger holdings. I love EGLD. And I believed in it since it was Elrond at $1, $2, $3. I should have held on to my beginning Elronds, but I was swing trading them and not totally believing in the market. And now look where we are at $200 a coin and growing. And it's looking more bullish than almost any other coin in the game today, specifically today with the ups and downs of the market. So we'll see what happens. But I like EGLD. You want to put it on your radar. High risk day to trade. I would sit on the sidelines and kind of wait for Bitcoin to find its way, Or if I had to, it would be shorting the market, right? Like if I had to pick any final direction, it would be one up trade and then a short down, right? None of this is financial advice. This is just my idea for the market today. BTC fighting this area really, really hard. And to me, it just keeps like they're microcosms of each other. Like now it's forming yet another bear pennant. Like that just wants to keep breaking down. Like see that? Like we would be like, all right, will that break up? Like descending triangle almost in a way. Like just bear city. You know what I'm saying? Not looking good at all for BTC. Only thing that could save us is this oversold 50-minute. And he got a bit of a bounce. Once we crack 45, there's going to be a major sell-off. 47.2 and on and on and on and on. For sure. Definitely. Highly likely, man. So 45K kind of has to hold. Like it's like an insane level right now to hold. We could see some nasty blood in the streets during the live stream, depending. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the live stream. Market taking a nasty dump, man. All right, let's take a look at BTC. I want to look at Bitcoin dominance and see what's going on with Bitcoin dominance. Okay. Okay. BTC down. BTC dominance. All right. Pumping hard. So people got stopped out of a lot of coins and they ran into Bitcoin. That could save Bitcoin a little bit and hold its level, but then people also then sell Bitcoin. So what happens is they get stopped out into BTC, then they get stopped out into Bitcoin, then they sell Bitcoin. And it becomes like a moving kind of a spillover over and over again. So this dominant happened, though. I mean, we got a double bottom bounce here. We were oversold on multiple levels, right? The 15-minute was extremely oversold. 1 hour was pretty low, too. We got our bounce. We're getting overbought here and getting high and like hitting a previous local high, too, which we always have a bit of a resistance at, and we have some right now. Looking like this could kind of come back down to support region right around this area. So looking for Bitcoin dominance to kind of give it up a little bit. But when this pumps, it's hard to trade alts. Like this, it's not a good sign when this is pumping to the upside, right? Now, we did break down, but some could say we're at the bottom of this channel now, and we want to break back to the upside part of the channel, right? So let's take a look at that. So if I move this channel up and make it tighter and see that we bounced off the bottom here, and then we break down, we go to like the 12-hour and see what we're looking at in a larger time frame. So look, I mean, it's been in this falling wedge, and we had this head and shoulder, predicted the drop. We got that. We had this bearish pennant. We got the drop. We got that. And we hit my target right there at 40.30 exactly. Like, it's kind of nuts. Like, I drew that line and said this is probably where we would go. And, well, no, we didn't hit exactly, but we got within 18 points on that move. I mean, so we nailed this idea, and the altcoins were fun to trade, and we had a beautiful time. But now, we're going to get the daily. It's got some momentum here. It could curl down and do a double bottom. But remember, the range bound in the bigger scheme of things, it is closer to the oversold region. So Bitcoin dominance. Could it be doing a beautiful double bottom here too and begin to kind of climb back up to the upside? Falling wedge, 61.8% chance of a break to the upside based on the technical analysis, right? So all eyes are watching Bitcoin dominance, but it looks like altcoins may get hit a little bit in the oncoming onslaught here. So watch your alts. We'll take a look at Phantom. We'll take a look at some leading alts. That's kind of give us more of an idea. The strong alts specifically. Yeah, back to 145, taking a bit of a dump to the downside, right? Thought it would hold. Extremely oversold now here on the 1 hour, though. Remember that. Remember that. And for this one, we go to like a smaller time frame as well. And see, these are my projections, ideas that I have before it happens. And I have all these kind of could it do this, could it do that types of scenarios. And I play with the moving averages and what's happening. And so, look, we broke down. Look, 21 curving down. Yeah, it could be a little bit of a double top here for Phantom. And it may break down to a 618 level and want to recoup down here at like 68 or 78. Very, very possible for Phantom. Okay. Jumping back into the chat, see what's going on. Thank you so much for the 99 super chat. Only guy super chatting out today, man. You're the man, dude. See? You throw down the 99 on the red day, no matter what, man. Lifers always representing. That 99 is like $1,000 today because you're representing, man. So thank you very much. Represent. Shout out to Tokyo Sex Whale. Thoughts on Shiba Uno? We'll take a look at that too. Bitcoin dominance below 20 end of year. Book it, Lifer. That'd be amazing. Take a minute and like the live. Yeah, please like the live, please. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Jump on into the live stream and like the live stream, right? 210 people watching, 110 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Had no idea we had 210 people watching. I was just doing my thing, humbly plugging away. Thank you so much for everyone coming on in. You know what? Because too many YouTubers disappear on the red days. Too many YouTubers aren't out here on the red days. Too many YouTubers are playing fakes, right? And they're not fully pushing. Like, they don't believe in crypto 110%. I am all in. I'm ready to rock. Let's go. 209 people watching, 120 likes. I'm going to front run you guys right now. Come on. You can tell me we can't get up to 214 likes. We are the strongest crew in crypto. Let's show that algorithm who we are. Let's show YouTube who we are. Let's boom this all the way up to the upside, even on a day like today. Any update on AVAX? Bitcoin might be forming an inverted head and shoulder. Classy Cladone. Link for Patreon under the video. Let's pump this. Bitcoin headed to 42K. Banking can shot. You never know. There's a project that pays for inflation besides BTC. Forgot which one it was. All right. Go to the moon. Preach. MM crypto and the moon got mute on red days. Right? Like, where they at now? After they're selling all their Bybit links and making all that money off you. They make all their money off of exchange. I have referral links for exchanges, yeah, but I don't sell you, hey, get $450 for free if you go trade leverage. I have not one leverage link in my videos, man. I have nothing to do with the leverage trading, and I'm probably one of the only YouTubers out there like that. Go to any YouTuber with a name crypto in their name. Go check them out. I don't care how nice or good they are. They got leverage trading links hiding out, waiting for you, and they're making money when you're getting banged out, man, and it's not cool. It's not cool. Extremely oversold on the 1 hour and the 15-minute. Whenever that happens, I sit back and watch everything move. So still so bullish. Months coming up are going to be insane, guys. XRP Musa. What do you think about Crypto Face? He's showing his positions. He's cool, man. He's all right. But he only shows them after he's up. Like, a lot of people say that they watch him and they said he never actually buys in during the stream. He buys in once he's up, then he goes live. So he makes sure he's up before he goes live. I don't know if that's true, though. So I'm not going to, I did repeat it, so I apologize by repeating it because I don't know if it is true. Someone said that, but someone can verify that right now by saying, So Serum, just taking a little bit more of a longer flag. Same idea, same flag. Getting ready for more, though. Highly likely Serum will pump. I mean, extremely oversold on these time frames. 1 hour is beat to the ground, right? So all eyes on BTC, though. If Bitcoin doesn't get the pump, then we don't get the pump in anything. And nothing is going to move. So all eyes on Bitcoin. Wednesday, he bought it live. See if he always goes live after he's well in profit. See, that's what this guy said, but I don't know. Oh, that's what I'm winning. Time to stream. Wednesday, he bought it live. Chelsea A. I like CryptoFace, but he's also a flea live scene to panic sell. I watched it a few times. I mean, not panic sell, bro. He's a scalp trader. So he goes to scalp. If it doesn't go well, he jumps out of the trade. I don't consider that panic selling. I mean, he's got to do what he has to do to protect his capital. It is what it is. I think he's cool. I've always respected him. I bought Market Cipher, right? Even though I'm like, I don't really use it, and I can back engineer it and show you what it really does. But I have no. It's all love for that dude, man. It's all love for that dude. I got love for anyone that shows up every day and puts their heart into cryptocurrency, man. The swearing and the burping I could do without, but it is what it is. It's a clear pump in the BTC, man. Henry Hackler. It feels like a compact summer run. I'm just waiting for that third dip, like 29 or 42K on this event. Stacking sats as well. Wait for the end of the year. BTC supply crunch. Market is this. Player emotions. If you know how players think, you made money. There you go. 29K is impossible, mate. Nothing is impossible. But everything is possible. Shout out to the DYOR token team for my awesome DYOR shirt. Check them out at dyortoken.info. Do your own research and get with a group of people that actually care about the game. Okay, shout out to Guido. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Sushi, I got incredible lucky with DYDX token airdrop. 5K for free. That's amazing. How did you get that airdrop? When I first saw Crypto, people where I said not to send him money on Super Chat. He is okay. I'm on charts. I don't know. Should we start investing or wait for more dip? Plus is taking my question. I don't tell you what to do, man, with your money. So all I do is go over the market. So I'm sorry, I don't answer that question. CryptoFace gives multiple thousands of dollars to charity as well on his live streams. Yeah, I think he's a cool dude, man. I've always respected him. I've all love for that guy, man. His brother's a cool dude too, man. I like his brother. His brother's a nice kid. His brother's younger. Everyone thinks his brother's older. His brother's younger. I'm just not a fanboy, man. I just made one trade before they made a snapshot on their decentralized exchange. It also got instantly listed on Binance as well. That's pretty cool, man. So he makes a trade. Next thing you know, he gets 5K of these things. Let's see what they are. Yeah, the DX. We looked at it last night. Did it dump? It did. Look at that. But it's at $10. And you said you got 5K of them? I mean, no, come on. You're telling me you got $50,000 for free? Because isn't that, am I wrong here? You got 5,000 of these and they're $10 a piece. I mean, that's crazy. Hopefully DYOR pumps back up. Algo, back again, not sweating it. Hot hands here. Shout out to Phoenix Soul. Appreciate you, man. Algo, just buy the dips and you'll be okay. Not financial advice. I just made one trade before they made a snapshot on their decentralized. Yeah. Crypto market is rigged. We are watching a freak show. It's possible. And this is starting to make a bit of a move. It's extremely oversold now. Extremely. And just wait for trend lines to break. Like, watch these trend lines and wait for a trend line to clean break and get a break above. But that has to move eventually, right? I mean, it's like extremely oversold. Like, and starting to get a bit of a pump here too, from $10 even up to $10.75. It also happened like right in front of our face. Like, I feel like it just happened. Yeah, in the last 7 minutes, it went like really up really fast. Interesting. And high risk because it's a brand new coin. I like the whole idea, and it's a decentralized leverage trading exchange. Alex Becker is the worst YouTuber, and the first time I joined his live, he started roasting the viewers. He said his guys are probably $100 on Bitcoin, and I never came back after that. Ayo, analyze Polkadot. KSM is flying back up. Yeah, you had to trade a minimum on the platform. I wish I would have known. Damn, man. To get 50K for free right now? Imagine making 50K. He said he got 5,000 free tokens. I think the DXDI airdrop was the most decentralized airdrop I've ever seen. It was seriously distributed fairly. Hopefully DYOR pumps back up. That's insane, man. That's insane. Like, in a pandemic where people are struggling, like, getting 50K handed to you, like, that's nuts. Just for, like, trying out an exchange, playing games. ICX looks like it may want to come back here at 178. Had a huge pump recently, all right? And, you know, because the Bitcoin kind of scrambled it up a little bit, but still forming a bit of a flag, and it's extremely oversold here on the 1 hour. So one of my favorite tokens, one of my favorite coins, ICX, going to be used in, like, the future of technology in smart cities, Web 3.0, has its place in the future and is already being used a lot in South Korea. So watch ICX, man. Could do some serious damage. And I've been holding it for a long time, like a couple years now. ICX. Extremely oversold as well. SIX got the okay from SEC to open an exchange. Institution's going to get a seat at the crypto table soon. SIX? What is SIX? SIX? Ren deserves an analysis. Please, can you tell me what do you think about the coin HATHOR? Is it smart to invest in now? I'm never going to tell you what to do with your money. Do not use the word, can I invest? Will I invest? I'm not going to answer those kind of questions. No other educated channel on YouTube like the Lifers. Okay. I'm not a financial advisor, man. I'm not going to tell you what to buy. It's not how it works here on this channel at all. Can you look at Chi? We'll take a look at Chi. Join the Patreon for the $1.99 super chat. You're the man. Thank you so much, Roddy Robinson. Giving on a red day is when it means the most. Remember that. But I get it, man. People are hurting, man. BTC 3750 incoming. I hope that stay afloated. I don't know, man. Right now, I think at least for the afternoon, looks like Bitcoin battled 45K and held it. And if it can hold it for a few more hours, when's the next candle close? 36 minutes. Okay. When's the next 30-minute candle close? In 5 minutes. If 30-minute candle closes with a strong hold above, 45, 100, we're going to slowly build our way up out of this channel, right? And like I said, hidden bullish divergence is right there. It's so obvious. They can both be sliding to the downside, but one of them is just daggered down and one of them is just more flat, and they're going to intersect each other. That's bullish divergence. Yeah, maybe class B or C, but it's there, and it's going to bounce off the bottom with the oversold stochastics. I mean, I've seen it 1,000 times in my life. It just is what happens over and over again. Okay? Okay, moving forward. Ren. Here's another taco, bro. Thank you so much. Sunny on Soul. Oh, now they got Sunny on Soul. Strictly entertainment people, not financial advice here. Now get your shine box and learn. Will Dogecoin go to the moon this month, man? I actually have to say thank you to the man, if you know who he is. He told some time ago to try out some new decentralized exchanges because they probably will have airdrops at BGR Dev, man. Amazing, bro. DDX. Only for entertainment purposes only. Can you please do TA on GNO? Amir Ravav. We'll take a look at that. Consistency is key. Keep spreading the word. Shout out to CMAS. Appreciate you for being here, man. Thank you for coming on in. As Bitcoin goes to 45,015, and, I said I would long 45. So, again, we always do a call on the channel every single day, or I always go over BTC every single day. And right here, long in BTC is the only really thing you can do because that's what the Stokes tell you to do. And I only do what the Stokes tell me to do. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Bit of a wacky falling wedge of some sorts. I don't even know really what it is. I mean, to me, it just has to... Possible shoulder, head, and shoulder, too, that fell out of the pattern. It's got to break back into this, do some dances, and then break back out of that. Pretty ugly scenario in... please look at Luna. Thanks, brother. Shout out to Jesse Miller. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. For sure, he is pumping. Mama said leverage is the devil. Yeah, it is, baby. She told me to... Mama told me to stay away from the leverage, baby. But I didn't listen. And I got my hands chopped off. What is a head and shoulder? A head and shoulder is in head. Is when you... look, the head and shoulder is this pattern here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. It looks like a person's head and shoulder. Normally, the head would be a lot higher, something more like this. This one is not perfect. And it resembles a downside. And then you have inverted head and shoulders where they're upside down, and it's like this. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder. And they usually break to the upside. And that's technical analysis. Bitcoin is heading for 4K. Only FUD news coming for weeks. 4K? So low on the RSI. Blue line curving. We'll take a look at that as well. Bro, please look at ICP. All right. What do you think about the coin HATHOR? You didn't answer. Yeah, because the way you asked it. I have a Solana chat on another screen. I'm sending everyone here. Bro, please look at ICP. All right, we got to look at XYO. All right. Then we got to look at XYO. All right. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. It is still a blessed day to be alive. No matter what happens in cryptocurrency, no matter what goes up and down in life, we are all still so very blessed to be here. There's people who are in shambles right now, and there's just ups and downs everyone's going through right now. So this could be a bearish retest of this bottom trend if it can't break back in. So all eyes on this idea that XYO can break back in. If it can't, it's going to drop even further to the downside. So you want to see this break back into the pattern sooner than later. All right, sooner than later. Highly likely it will based on the stochastics, but anything is possible. So you got to watch XYO. And then it looks like it's going to form basically a shoulder, head, and a shoulder, and then maybe boom up to the upside. If it get back in the pattern, if it can get back up into the pattern and then wiggle its way on up and then boom on out, and then we could see this thing do some serious damage. You like to project the idea before it happens. That way you're just ready for it when it does happen, all right? Okay. Bullish div on Bitcoin. Higher time frames. Let's take a look at that. What time frame is he looking at? On the 1 hour? Yeah, it's a kind of a rough bullish div that you're calling out there, and you're skipping some angles. It's possible, though. I'm somewhat with it. I'm not 100% with it, but I'm somewhat with it. Let me see. This is what a lifer's saying here. You know, he's skipping. I usually never skip an area like that when I'm doing my div, so I would have to kind of slightly disagree, but you know what? Still, anything is possible. We'd have to backtest this theory over and over again to see if it really plays out and how many times. It could have a percentage that gains us, right? We don't know. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you for having an awesome day with the Crypto Lifer. So, surprise for Bitcoin. What's about to happen to BTC, right? What do we think is about to happen to BTC, right? What is nobody talking about? What is nobody looking at, all right? Well, the one thing that we kept going over was the weekly, right? And we talked about the weekly chart. And I talk about this. This is what nobody is talking about, okay? Let's look at the BLX on the weekly. Now, I'm about to give you guys a gem right here. This is the surprise thing that no one is going over, and this is why I made the title of the video what I made it, okay? So check it out. You guys are about to get schooled on some knowledge. So look at BTC. This is the BLX when Bitcoin started back in 2010, 2011. Let's go back in time and do a little studying on bitty bitty Bitcoin, shall we? And look, when Bitcoin when Bitcoin begins to get bullish, it breaks above the 21-day moving average on the weekly. Right there, it broke above it, rode it a little bit, bounce, and it was gone for a massive move to the upside. All the way from about $6.87 to a high wick here at about $271, right? Bitcoin. So, and that, remember, Bitcoin was just a little coin, just like all these other ones that you're playing right now. If you can believe that. Like, it's hard to believe that, but it's true. Bitcoin was just a little coin, just like all these other little coins. Unbelievable. So now it comes up. It breaks below the 21, and that's really when the bearishness happens and we start to have some nastiness. All right? But once we break above the 21 again there, we have a fall there. Strong break above the 21-day moving average on the weekly time frame. And Bitcoin is gone to the upside. It bounces a few times off the 21 and continues to rip to an amazing high all the way up to about 20K, right? The all-time high for BTC. Now when we look at Bitcoin, falling below the 21-day moving average, and we're bearish again. We get above, we have a massive pump up. Sideways action, we break the pennant, and we break down. Down, 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 down. We get above it again, and we are gone. So, when I look back, every time we break above the 21-day moving average on the weekly, it spells for a massively good pump to the upside. We may retest it, we may touch it, but usually it's over. And right here, we broke above the 21-day moving average on the weekly time frame. This is a very bullish sign for me personally, as I've backtested this theory and looked at it on other ideas and looked at it on the stock market as well. This is playing out here on Bitcoin very nicely. We also wicked to a low of 43,200. Remember, when we wick that low, anything is possible for BTC. Remember, Bitcoin is not 46,385. This is the BLX. It moves a lot slower. It's a bigger time frame kind of, for some reason, it's not real time. But just remember this idea here for Bitcoin. As long as we can stay above this 21-day moving average, I will remain, somewhat bullish. Okay? That will give me hope for bullishness, because I don't like painting pictures that aren't real. And I don't like selling people down the river like, oh, this is definitely going to pump, and it doesn't, Bitcoin holding 44, and we did trade along Bitcoin at 45,000 even. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes on. We had it in this bullish channel here. Bearish channel. And we're at the bottom of the channel. Oversold. Can BTC pump off the bottom of the channel? All eyes on this idea. If it can't, we're very, very bearish. So it looks like it's going to give us some time to think about what we want to do before this whole market really takes a nasty spill or pumps back to the upside, does an inverse Bart Simpson, and just flies right back up, which I've seen many times for Bitcoin too. And that's another thing that we're looking at. And we're staying open-minded every step of the way. We'll take a look at Total and Total 2 as well. Our boy Tom Brady with the FTX commercial last night on Thursday Night Football. I know. Unbelievable. XRP, I bought the second I saw the commercial. No lie. Good call, Roddy. From yesterday to today, 20 billion got in to DeFi. Wow. People are buying the dips. Still very bullish. Defilama. Every week now, new FUD. Wandering Soul. I got my money ready for the fire sale. Let's go. There's a project that pays for the inflation besides Bitcoin. Forgot which one it is. Not sure which one it was too. Sunny on Sol. That's interesting. Where do you go over Sol tokens though? I don't know. I'll try CoinTrader Pro. It might have it. You never know. CoinTrader Pro is pretty good about getting down to these types of things. Clout up. Only thing moving. Raven peeking its head above the clouds here. Only thing really gaining. Luna barely down, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of the live stream. Pat yourself on the back for jumping on in here. 266 people watching, 166 likes. How do we get the 66 matching? But we did. That's pretty awesome. I like it, but can we get it to 266? That would be even awesomer. And I know you guys can get me to 200 on the live. Let's pump this stream up to the upside. Let's do it. No matter what. Buy the rumor, sell the fact. That's funny. Appreciate you. Can you do MOVR, Moon River? Yeah. Anyone know what Gaffy is on Dex Tools? What do you guys think about HATHOR? We'll take a look at HATHOR. What is HATHOR? I don't even know what it does. I might have gone over it before, but I don't remember. Let's take a look at it for you on the Super Chat. Pfizer tokenized stock, Bittrex. That's crazy, right? And look, the stock's up 5,000% because, right? Of why? Why do you think? That's crazy. It went from 79 cents in September. Why did it just go all the way up? Something's going on here. So weird, right? Moon River, baby. Up 16% at 350. Doing damage. It was $4 coin. I mean, it exploded. Let's take a look at HATHOR. For my man, I apologize. I did not mean 96 cents. Okay. The HATHOR network. A scalable, easy-to-use blockchain for digital assets. Download HATHOR wallet and get started. Why we were different. High scalability in technology and why they're different. Easy to use as well. Tezos was 500K yesterday. ICP. Do you know anything about getting altcoins in Hawaii? So far, I found Kraken and Gemini, but I can't get anything lower than 0.02 cents. No idea. No idea. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. All right. I bought a bunch of Matic on the low. I was in leverage long the other day when the flash crash happened, and the wick went just a few pennies below my liquidation price. Oh, every time. They're going to get you every single time. Time to invest. We will never tell you when to invest. We'll just go over the charts for you every single day. Definitely hitting bullish diversions on Sol. Posting in the 99. We'll take a look at that. Thank you so much. Fettuccine levels. What is Fibonacci Fettuccine levels at? The leverage games, the exchange play are insane right now. I'm not going anywhere near it. You can make money, though. Just can't sleep while longing, even with a stop loss. No, you can't. No, you cannot. You have to be up the whole time, and you have to get in and get out. The second it pops, you have to jump on it and snatch it. It's like fishing and waiting for the fish to jump out of the water. You got to snatch the fish right out of the water, and you got to be there and ready to go. All eyes on BTC. But, you know, I showed you my little tip and trick about Bitcoin on the weekly above the 21-day moving average. Celsius even kind of doing its thing, and, you know, Celsius is just going to go up and down, up and down. It's getting tighter, though. It's taking long time of consolidation. I can see it all the way up there at about $9. And this is a bear market proof coin. And we've talked about this many times. In the last nasty dump, Celsius held its level very, very well. HNT also held its level very, very well. All right. Let's take a look at HNT right now. As it's holding its level pretty nicely. Oversold on the daily time frame. And a beautiful cup and handle. Is it not? So if you missed out on helium miners, you know, and you're thinking about it, you know, these are the days what I do is I don't give into the fear. I don't give into the fear. I stay focused, calm and poised, right? And, you know, and I believe in God and what I'm doing. And I also, you know, always protect myself and always tell myself that the worst could happen and never, ever believe that it's all dandy and all gravy, right? You're in a ship trying to sail through the seas, and there could be a storm coming at any time, and you must protect yourself at any given moment. HNT looking pretty nice, though. HNT looking pretty nice. Sunny on Sol. Here's another taco. Can you do a TA on GNO? What is GNO? We'll take a look at that. I like HNT right here, though. Something to think about. Extremely oversold on the daily time frame. But high risk, high reward right now. Bitcoin is very, very shady. Very shady. I didn't realize this is also on Binance. Again, use Binance US wherever you are. Make sure you use, you know, wherever your jurisdiction or area. Make sure you're just following the rules in your territory. Do the right thing. You don't want anyone barking up your door, you know. Okay, so we're going to have a full moon. All right, when's the next full moon? That may be how we get bailed out of this whole situation. I mean, it's been playing out pretty well, and we've gone over it. Okay, the full moon guide. It should be the 20th, right? Because there was a 22nd something. All right. Full moon is on September 20th. Wow, that's really cool. Look, you can watch the moon do its thing. There's another moon on the 4th of... Ooh. So we might get a dump on October 4th. So there you go. This Bitcoin pump on the 21st or actually the first day of fall, right? Last day of summer. Interesting. Full moon, dude. It comes on like the 19th or the 20th. It looks like it's on the 20th where the full moon occurs, or the 21st. Interesting. Will we have a pump for Bitcoin on that time frame? We've seen it many, many times. Please, can we get the likes up to 200 on the live stream? There's only 23 of you. I know you guys can do it. I truly believe in you. If you're driving, pull over. If you're watching on your phone, flip the chat up and hit the like button. Do your part. I'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, we'll take a look at the TO and GNO right now. Helium looks beautiful, though. Helium mining on the daily time frame as well. And you don't want to get all into the fear. You got to take a deep breath. Okay, so GNO came out of nowhere on Binance. Brand new coin, right? Came out on August 31st, something like that. Let's take a look at it on the 15-minute time frame and see what we have for GNO. What I like about it is it's really just consolidated. It hasn't done a lot of craziness, right? Went from 400 back to 283. I have no idea what this is, but I like that you brought this to our attention, and I like that this is on our radar now. It's very interesting. I bet it has a small circulating supply, considering that it's so big, but you never know. Let's take a look at it. GNO, Gnosis. Okay, only 1.5 million coins. I mean, that's why. Unbelievable, right? So there's not a lot of these. Market cap's 420 billion. That's pretty cool too. Let's take a look at what it does and what they stand for. Gnosis, build a new market mechanism for decentralized finance. Our 3 interoperable product lines allow you to securely create, trade, and hold digital assets on Ethereum. The Gnosis, built on Gnosis. Participate in Gnosis DAO. The developer protocol introduces technical documentation and tutorials, and the Gnosis ecosystem fund, Gecko, provides teams with mentoring, marketing, and funding up to 100,000 built on Gnosis. Join the community. I'm not like fully like 81,000 followers on Twitter though. My goodness. Gnosis. The last pinned tweet was on April 28th. That gets me heated. You can't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see their last tweet though. September 8th, market making on Gnosis. Okay, test my experimental script. September 8th. Okay, and then they posted here. Next Gnosis community will occur on Discord on the 13th. Create periodic OTC trades. All right. I mean, I like it. It's not amazing. It's good enough. It's got a good following. The chart looks pretty scrumptious, I'll have to say. Bit of a cup and handle here for Gnosis. So let's see what I'm talking about. Support and resistance lines. You want to throw them down and see what's going on. Are we holding them? Did we get rejected? Where's our next levels of support and resistance? Can we hold? Right? So this was our low. We got below that, and we had to get above it. We did. We used that as a bump. We bumped up. We got here, got rejected by these levels here, kind of this area. Fell back down, but we bounced off this area because we had already bounced here. That's a good sign that that's going to be your next low, right, on your support and resistance ideas. And anything is possible. You don't know. Falling wedge looking pretty scrumptious as well on the 15-minute and extremely oversold. So Gnosis, and I've seen these cup and handles form just like this and boom out. They don't have to be perfect. They can be messy like this. It's a bit of an inverted Bart Simpson. Can Bitcoin do that? That's what we want Bitcoin to do. Boom. See that? We boom down, sideways, a mess down, then another nasty down. See, actually, this is interesting. Bitcoin dumps, went sideways, dumps again, then forms another bear flag, like this one right here. This ended up getting itself out of the hole. Can Bitcoin get itself out of the hole? Can it do this same idea here after a nasty dump to the downside? Only time will tell. And can we get a bit of an inverted Bart Simpson back to the upside? GNO. Very interesting to think about, very interesting to talk about. That's why I love technical analysis. It always kind of gets my mind moving and gets me open-minded to another possible idea. Possible 21%. Right? Risk-reward ratio would have to be about 3. Not too bad, or even a little lower at 5.6, 3.73. Anything is possible with this GNO on Binance. Pretty low, too. Like, how much lower can it go? Does it look like not many people have sold it off? It looks like it's kind of at its down end. You never know. Anything is possible, and this is, not financial advice. Just something to think about. And look how we did the technical analysis on GNO. Thank you for the idea here for GNO. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Okay. Thoughts on GNO? Consistency is key. Keep spreading the word. Thank you so much. Here's another taco. Thank you. Sunny on Sol. You know, I like the name of Sunny on Sol. I'll just Google it. Sunny on Solana. Crypto. See if we can get this puppy. Sunny aggregator. Ooh, it's an aggregator, is it? Sunny is a Solana's composable DeFi yield aggregator. Visit the Sunny app. Interesting. App Sunny.ag. Solana's composable DeFi yield aggregator. SBR. We talked about Saber too. Remember, we went over Saber recently. Saber in the network with Solana. We went over Saber. I wrote it in my little book of goodies. Saber. All right. $66 million, $600 million market cap. Again, the 66 comes up again today. Down 17%. Like most coins. But, you know, let's see what this is. Market cap already at 66 million. Interesting. Supply not too big at about, what, 98 million? Interesting. It's not been verified, though, on the project. Just bumped up to 0.71. Let's take a look at Saber. SBR. I don't know where you can even get this puppy. I'll have to look back at the chart. This tells you the markets. Gate.io, Serum, Dex, Radium, Mex, Hotbit, and ZT. See, I got to get some Solana, and I got to get on these decks, or some Radium and get on these decks, you know? Serum Dex, Radium Dex. I mean, and that's where you can get your SBR. 74 there, a little bit of arbitrage here on this Serum and Radium Dex. Pretty interesting. And Gate.io. Can you swing that? I mean, that's not too bad. That's almost 10% arbitrage from 68 cents to 74. Just putting that out there. There's some arbitrage right here from the Radium Dex to the Gate.io. Buy for 68, sell for 74, rinse and repeat. Could you do it? I'd like to see a lifer try to attempt that. I'd try to attempt it one day. That would be pretty interesting. September is its month. Labs, bullish divergence on the 4-hour, low stochastics on the daily. Moon River is such a strong green rocket. Chowda for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much on a red day. Sitting in the car watching the lifer, not being at home, doesn't stop me from catching Sam on the daily basis. My favorite crypto channel on the YouTube. Hit the likes, folks, if anyone. Shout out to Paul McGunkle. Thank you so much for coming on in. Bitcoin bouncing to 49,500. You know what? That would be absolutely beautiful. KP3R to 1,000. I think that's very, very possible. Luna to the moon. Yeah, baby. Bitcoin drops. Do the other alts like Cardano drop significantly as well? Yes. The whole market follows Bitcoin. Hathor will hit $20. MOVR. We'll take a look at MOVR. I Carumba. An Australian Bart Simpson. It's possible. Since he didn't answer, what do you guys in the comments think about the coin Hathor? Oh, yeah. Okay. We did. I eventually did. Shout out to Dustin Cava up in the spot. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Fred Storer. Fibonacci is mathematician. They discovered the golden ratio. Short clips. Mr. Smurvington, Sanja, Servastava, Market Siphon. All my awesome people up in the spot. Guido, my dude. Izu Baby. Sirag Sahani. Appreciate you, man, for bombarding the chart. We'll go over ICP for you, finally. We just wanted to make you sweat a little bit. Want to see how many times you could put ICP in the chart before I said anything. Will Bitcoin hit 41K? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Let's take a look at my baby KP3R. So we should have a relief rally for the day, for the afternoon. That's what we're looking at. Highly likely. KP3R looking for a bit of a bounce here. Getting a little bit of a green bounce off the 21-day moving average. We talk about this all the time here on the channel. Project either a bullish rectangle, a bullish pennant, or a falling wedge, and make sure the 21 hits it before you even think about checking back in again. Okay, if you've checked out, make sure you see the 21 before you even think about checking back in. Still killing it here, almost high noon. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We'll take a look at Moon River, MOVR. On KuCoin. KuCoin. And now this thing is moving absolutely viciously to the upside. We give another call for it that it boomed out. Damn, man, I wish I had jumped in on this. I slept on this. Could have snatched it at 84, and it did a 4x and more all the way up. I do have to admit I slept on this, and I am kicking myself right now. It happens. Gosh darn it. Incarnation, Moon River. The measured move for Moon River is all the way up there at about $615. It's only a matter of time. This thing is looking extremely bullish. The 1 hour, the 4 hour kind of wants to flip to the upside, actually. It's got room. It's got legs in the 4 hour to the upside. Highly likely we see a $617 Moon River. Interesting. And it looks like it's just getting started. It's its first real major cup and handle. So you could even take a bigger, no, that's it. Yeah, that's going to be the time frame move. So you take a look at the 15-minute now. It has to come back to the downside. So you don't chase. I never chase. What I do, though, is come down here, put an alert here on the 15-minute. And that's when I'll take a little bit of a gander at it. I'll take a look at the 1 hour as well. If it's high, I put another alert here on the 1 hour as well. It's another place where I'll take a little bit of a gander here when it comes back down on the 1 hour. And then I'll think about it. Let's take a look at Labs for my man, throwing it down. Thank you so much for bringing Labs. Labs, one of the first projects I went over with real estate. Labs is awesome. Look at MOVR booming to the upside. Massive green candles. Massive green candles. Now you got to look at the 5 minute. You got to look for some type of pattern to play. So like when it was massive green right there, you found this little pennant and play this pennant. And that's how you break it down. Smaller time frames will lead you the way, but you got to use smaller time frames when the big time frames are just giant candles. You find a pennant, wedge, or a some type of bullish pattern on a smaller time frame to try to get yourself into a pattern. I like CHE too. I completely missed the train on that one too as well. Hey Lifer, would you mind taking a super quick look at VRA? Looking like an inverted cup and handle. Could you confirm? VRA for Rhapsody on KuCoin. I mean, I see a bit of a real cup and handle, right? I see a cup and handle here that fell down. Tried to break back into the pattern. You could widen it out almost like this and say that was the cup and handle. I also see an inverted head and shoulder that kind of held our bottom area there. Shoulder, head, and shoulder, right? And we bounce back into the pattern. So far, so good. We're at the bottom of the pattern. One of the few things that's back in the pattern, so all you do is play the bottom of that pattern and, hope the market corrects. If it doesn't, then you just get out and get whatever you can get. I mean, none of this is financial advice. I'm just talking out loud of what I would do here personally. You get in. I would look at this as comes down to the bottom of the pattern. Low stochastics, bottom of the pattern. 4 hours high, though. So, that's also sketchy. I don't like trading when the 4 hours too high. That means it would only be an in and out, in and out. Please look at this SHIB. I love CHE2. Had a ton on my tacos and nachos last night. So funny. Hey, Lifer, would you mind taking a super quick look at VRA? I slept on move MBR too. I completely missed the chain on that one. Hidden bullish on Phantom on the 1 hour, starting to play out. 15 already up. But the 1 hour is just turning up. Let's take a look at Phantom and Solana. We also have a bit of hidden bullish divergence on Solana as well. Let's take a look at that. Take a look at Solana with a bit of hidden bullish. What am I talking about? Well, let's break it up here. You have a swing up here from this point to this point. Solana to the upside. Started to pump up out of the channel last night and then dump back into its a different kind of idea. So there's Solana, extremely oversold. That's a good thing about things. Is this a double top though? What I don't like about this is bearish divvy. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. And that could tell you that there's going to be a major, usually you wait for the double top like that. And that's when we usually have a correction down on the Fibonacci levels. So you could pull this fib if you had to and say we do come down to the 618, which we did hit on a wick. But you could also pull this fib on a bigger idea and say, no, there's a bigger idea here. And that was bigger impulse. And it's got to come back down here to 146. Anything is possible. I don't hold things to stone, right? That makes me, I'm an open-minded trader that moves with the idea. Some would even consider this a cup and handle. And say, here's a cup, there's a handle. Are we in a cup and handle ready to rock to the upside? We do see swing up to swing up here. But then here, these kind of swing flat or eventually to the downside. Kind of flat. A little slight uptrend. Tells me that is hidden bullish divergence. Can the trend continue to the upside? All eyes on this idea here. If we break down, we could be bearish. If not, we could pump. What I like here is we're oversold on the 4 hour and on the 1 hour. That tells me we're probably likely going to have a bit of a pump back up to the upside. So if probability wise, if I had a gun to my head, Solana back up to 220, right? And we called the $220 target, which hit at 218. Algo beginning to make a move. And there goes Luna. Let's take a look at Luna. Luna exploding off the retest. And we talked about this. Could this be a retest for Luna right there? I think we went over this earlier on the channel because I remember going over it. Like right there. That's a retest of the top trend line. We usually get a bounce from there, and we did. Boom. Getting on the retest is a beautiful thing. And then Luna pumps up to 40. I mean, anything. Look, I can't believe that. It was just 30. You're not going to be able to get Luna on the cheap. Crypto Banter pushes this coin like you wouldn't believe to millions of people a day. Like, he gets a lot of views, right? Not millions of people a day, but you know what I'm saying. Possibly by word of mouth eventually. I see Luna getting all the way up here to $60 a coin. Look for Luna to fall like a Solana and all the other coins, right? Algo beginning to make a move. What are your thoughts on Crow? One Harmony looking strong. Giving me phantom vibes. Let's take a look at one USDT. Yeah, where's the next phantom? Everybody wants to know. Where is the next phantom? One back to 117. Let's delete all my work. It's just too racy, right? It's too much going on. We got support and resistance lines holding down here. One coming down. Falling wedge. Breaks out of the falling wedge, right? Makes a bull as well. Bit of a cup and handle. And it's about to break all-time highs. When it breaks this level, look for a rejection back down here. 18 area. But this is looking very scrumptious for one. Daily is very overbought. Remember that. Daily is very overbought. So, one will have to do this on the daily. It'll have to go sideways or make a falling wedge. We don't know. One of these two things, and then come back and touch the 21-day moving average. All eyes on one. I'll put an alert on one, and I'll look back on one when the daily is ready to rock. I may miss out on some other moves, but who knows? MTV, my baby MTV. Let's take a look at Phantom with some hidden post divergence. Shout out to Mr. Smurvington, my admin in the 99 room, man. You're my dude. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you for coming to the streams. Okay, so look at this. Still a bit of a cup and handle for Phantom. Still very oversold for Phantom. Cup and handles that are oversold, highly likely to break to the upside. Also, we take this swing to this swing as a swing up. We take this swing to this swing as a swing down. Hidden bullish divergence. We also have falling price with falling volume. Usually gives us a reversal to the upside. I could see Phantom back up here at $2.40 in a blink of an eye. Just something to think about. If Bitcoin can get back out of this hole, anything is possible. We cannot give in to the fear. We have to consistently stay on grounded ground and consistently look at these charts and look at what the technical analysis is giving us and play what the TA gives us. There's nothing more we can do. Smurf is my homie and mentor. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Jimmy Phillips. Appreciate you, Jimmy. Thank you for coming on into the live, man. You're my buddy, bro. Anybody of Smurfs is a buddy of mine. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's take a look at MBOX, shall we? MBOX. MBOX taking a bit of a dump. Pumped all the way up. Took a nice dump, but still holding court right now, right where it's at. Extremely oversold, right? So all you can do is play it. Says 100% gains coming if it can break up out of this, which it kind of did. It's now retesting top trend line. In my opinion, that's a retest of this top trend line, and it's oversold. More coming for MBOX. I see it getting all the way back up to that $10, $11 area. Gedeo says I can't buy Ray in my location, so I can't take advantage. Stack McChange. Smurf is my homie and mentor. I appreciate you, bro. So cool, man. Could you have a look at Frontier? We'll take a look at Frontier, yes. Thank you for asking. We'll take a look at MTV as well. Multivac. Back to 118. Oh, Multivac. And, you know, a bit of an inverted head and shoulder there. Holding trend as well. Multivac. To me, bull pennant holes. Right? And that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bull pennant. And can we get a nice move? The afternoon doesn't look too bad for alts and for most things, you know. We have a 1 hour that's low. We have a 4 hour that's getting oversold on a lot of things. That's kind of resetting for another move in a few days, in maybe this weekend even. Could you take a look at Cardano and VeChain? I may not be able to. I got to get out of here, guys, for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. I'll do TA even as I'm walking away. It's like you'll get value, cram that value in to every last possible second that I can, right? But multivac could do some serious damage here. Looking at it on the 1 hour time frame. We take a look at the 15-minute. Also wants to come up to the upside, but may take some time to kind of scribble on out. It could go up and down in this area before it finds its way. Always use a stop loss and always protect yourself. This is music to my ears while working. Shout out to Jimmy Phillips. I'm tripping. The coin is Saber. Yes, there you go. Can you look at Cardano and VeChain? Yeah, you want Saber, bro. You want Saber, man. Would this be considered a head and shoulders with a double bottom? Possibly. Possibly on CGLD. Possibly. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on. And we got up to 200 likes. I appreciate you guys. Back to 193 watchers. Can we get the likes up to the... We got the likes up to the watchers. Nothing I can ask. But if you're jumping on in, please hit the like button. Please comment and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. I am the Crypto Lifer. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. I don't always wear glasses, but today I do. Many different looks, too. Sometimes I look like a nerdy old guy. Sometimes I look like a younger dude. It all depends on what I'm doing that day. I look at the mirror sometimes and I'm like, you look different every day, man. How do you do that? Let's take a look at BTC. And so far, so good. We nailed the idea that it was going to pump up 45K. And so far, our long down here has been absolutely beautiful from 45,135. And Bitcoin starts to pump off of the idea. I mean, we do this every single day. You'd think eventually we'd get somewhat good at it. And I never like to say I'm good at trading for any reason, because the second you think you're good at trading, I'm a beginner still learning every single day, trying to find my way. And that's it. That's it. All right, shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you to all the people that sent in the Super Chat on a gray day, because usually the Super Chats are flying, and I understand. So on a red day, hey, it gets tight. People get tight. The emotions are just different, and I appreciate you. So the guys who did throw the Super Chats, it makes you that much more amazing. It gives you that much more honor, and it gives you that much more karma on a red day. Thanks for the great live stream. Thanks for the stream, brother. Wow, they blocked Saber to check 99. Which coin are you talking about? Dude, I got to say, I love you, bro. You're a beast at TA. Shout out to Fidel R. Escobar. Booyah. Shout out to everyone here. Thank you for coming on in. The Patrons, you'll be updated throughout the day. If you want to be updated throughout the day on Bitcoin, jump on into the live stream and then join my Patreon. For $99 a month, you'll get Bitcoin updates 3 times a day. You'll get consistent ideas. You'll get charts, ideas getting thrown at you throughout the day. You'll have a beginner's room. Let me show you what you have access to. You have a beginner's room called the Crypto TA Learning Library, where everyone's sitting in there and going over all their ideas together, asking questions about their charts, learning together. This is not a place where anyone will give you any advice about your portfolio. This is a place where we learn technical analysis and use it to our advantage to trade the markets. All right? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and thank you for coming on in. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. At the end of every live stream, I say 1, 2, 3, crypto is life, and we get it moving. So if you would like to with me all, at the end of this live stream, we're going to say 1, 2, 3, crypto is life. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love y'all. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. And I'll catch you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Remember, tomorrow, this is the longest streak I go. I'll be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I take 2 mornings off, but I never take a day off. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Thank you so much for coming on in. Peace. Crypto is life.